So my favourite memories, I get to live them sort of every week, being involved with the community, being involved with sponsors, being involved with volunteers, being involved with amazing men and women and boys and girls.
I was very fortunate, going back quite a number of years ago, many decades. I was a member of the 1980 side that beat the VFL at Manuka Oval.
And in 1998, we're on a bus down to Bendigo, and we're on the back of the bus, and there's this burning smell that's going on, and then about 10 minutes later we hear this loud explosion, and one of the rear tyres was rubbing and it had exploded. Anyway, so we all jump off the bus and have a bit of a laugh about that, and the bus is pulled over the side of the road, and then slowly but surely these flames licking up at the back tyre. It was on the back inside tyre, it started burning. Now a bus driver jumps on the bus, grabs a fire extinguisher, runs over to the back of the bus, shoots off the fire extinguisher, and it's empty, right? So there's no water. He disappears over a hill with a bucket, comes back, throws this bucket of water on this tyre, and it's about this time we've realised this bloke's not putting his fire out. We better get all our gear off the bus.
So when I played in the girls, it was very much Tuggeranong versus Eastlake, or anyone versus Eastlake really.
Eastlake and Manuka, which are now together, came together in 1991. They were great rivals.
Have to be Belcon and Queanbeyan?
Oh, definitely Ainsley Queanbeyan. I remember they used to play each other back in the late 90s and used to throw everything at each other. Very physical game.
Being a Belcon and Magpie, we've got a few with everybody, I guess. We get our fair share. So, yeah, look, every team with only small comp tends to not like each other as the way it is.
I think it's pretty good. It used to be better when we played a lot of rep games because you got to know the players from the other sides, and even after games you stayed at the clubs, whereas they don't these days. And that was always a good way to sort of get to know the other players, and you find out those people you hate aren't as bad after all.
As much as we battle between 2 and 4 o'clock, we've got a very healthy respect for each other's organisations.
I think whilst very competitive on field, I think off field, we just really have such a great way about coming together, no matter, what the events. I think everyone knows each other so well that I don't think there's really anything too much that happens off field.
When I started umpiring back in the 90s, there was no real women's league, but now you just need to look at the amount of girls that are playing footy and just go along to a Friday night game and watch the talent in the under-18 girls games, the first grade women's. I think we've got some really good talent coming through, and I reckon we could even have an AFLW side in Canberra quite easily.
It's really cool to reflect on the transition from what it was like in 2010 when I started to what it's like now. And I think AFL Canberra's done a really good job at driving that women's and girls' participation and really helping to create a pathway for young girls, but also for older girls and women to play footy at the highest level that they want to.
It's a game which is open to everybody. We're seeing all sorts of, you see girls and boys playing together, and you see obviously people with other ethnic backgrounds and whatever, you're seeing them coming to the game, and I think that's fantastic. I just love going to football and just watching people from all sorts of walks of life attending football matches. It gives me a great thrill to see that.